After 2 full seasons, we've won a Europa League, we've won a Super Cup, we've finished 6th in the Premier League twice. It's finally happened. Something that we've been talking about for the entire series, since episode 1. The potential of this happening has finally happened. A club legend is gone. I mean, I'm calling him a club legend anyway. I don't know if you'd give him that status in reality, but I'm giving it because otherwise it sounds a bit less exciting. Club legend is gone. And then, just a small matter, just a little bit of, little something of, our UEFA Champions League debut. It's a big video. Before we get into it, make sure you leave us a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, comment what you think of the video, the news, the big story of it all. Let me know what you know. No? What? Let me know what you think. Don't let me know what you know, because you probably know a lot of things, I imagine, that I don't know. And it's just not the time, You don't need to put it in the comment section. It's okay. I mean, you can, if you really want to, get those engagements up. I was going to say analytics up, but that's not the word. Engagements up. Talk about whatever you want. We can talk about Rubik's Cubes. There used to be one on the shelf, and I was about to point to it, but it's not there anymore. This is awkward now. We've got 5 Premier League games to catch you up on. Let's get to them right now. Our Premier League season started against the defending champions Manchester City at the GTEC, and we managed to get a nice 1-0 win. Just days after our Super Cup win, so we had a rotated 11. It was Chris Ramos being played through, where he takes on the new signing for Manchester City, Ronald Araujo. Takes him on, cuts it over to his right-hand side, of course he was going to, and then puts it across the keeper to put us up 1-0. Get us a nice win. Happy days. Then away at Selhurst Park, we get a nice 2-1 win. It is that man, Robin Lenormand, with a ballless header here. Brian Mbeumo corner, and almost out of nowhere, Lenormand goes absolutely flying through, smashes his header in to the goal before we go up 2-0. It is that man, Chris Ramos, again. He's featured a few times. Well, he will feature a few times in these highlights. This time it is Loriente bursting through on the left-hand side, and then plays across to Ramos, who has the easy job of putting it past the keeper. Also an easy job was Michael Elise scoring a penalty right at the death. I'm going to say right at the death. I can't actually remember what time of the game it was, but it's at the death of the game's highlights, at least, because it's 2-1, and that was the last of them. So, yeah. Then we hosted West Ham, and it is just the most boring of highlights possible. A 1-0 win. It is an Ivan Toney penalty, and we get all 3 points. There's absolutely no saving that penalty. That is a stunning penalty. David Raya, our old boy, had no chance of that one. All right. That led us on to deadline day, and that's where it's all gone down. So there's 2 outgoings, 2 incomings. So I will we'll start with the less important of the 2. And no disrespect, obviously. I'm not saying that this person wasn't useful, wasn't a good player, didn't have a good nickname, anything like that. It is KLP. Keane Lewis Potter has gone to Nottingham Forest for £16 million. And now if you look at him now, he's only worth £10 million. So I think that says that we got a good deal for him. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm reading into something that I shouldn't be. I don't know. But he's gone, and that's just absolutely fine.
Bye. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
I guess because we've been able to replace him, together with the money from KLP and the next sale, which we'll go into the replacement for KLP first, and then we'll go into the sale because it's the big one. So, who was it that we brought in? Let's find out. Born on the 20th of May 1997, he is a left winger playing in the Premier League for a couple of seasons now. He's had some time playing in Japan as well as Belgium. Famously, everybody knows who it is off of this. He wrote his university thesis on dribbling. He's a Japanese international. It is Kaoru Mitoma. I really love watching the guy play. I know he's a little bit older than what we're probably used to signing, I guess. I think he's 28 now in the game, so that little bit older, but look, for a backup to Loriente, I think he's pretty stunning. He's missed the last third of the season in real life, as you know, we're about to get to the end of the 2023-24 season. He's missed the last third, I guess, with a back injury, so sort of got off the boil, not really, that popular of a name at the moment because he's just not in the news. But I think we've made a really good decision getting him in here. Then comes the big one and the painful one, the one that you've been waiting for, the one that we've been waiting for since the first the start of this series, 3 seasons ago. I mean, this is the 3rd season, isn't it? A while ago, I'll say. I just don't even want to talk about it, really. It's finally happened. We were bound to do it once we got a good offer, once he was worth a good amount of money, and now that we're playing Champions League, we're winning things, he was worth plenty. We ended up getting about twice as much as he was worth at the start of the save game. It is Ivan Toney. He has gone to Leverkusen, 29 years old, 84 overall. He's gone to Leverkusen for £59 million. And, we're going to have to replace our top goal scorer for the last 2 seasons. The penalty you just saw against West Ham was his last game for us, and I don't think we'll ever be able to replace those penalties, because he's quite possibly the best player in the game at penalties, maybe the best in the world in real life. Does that matter? Does anybody care about who the best penalty taker in the world is? Does that matter? Do people talk about that? If they do, maybe it's Ivan Toney. What I do know, though, is that he's gone. After all this, after so much conversation, and I think we got a couple of offers back in the day, but it was never good enough. I think we had an offer from Hoffenheim or something like that was 30 or something like that. It was excuse me, sold him for 59, meant that we got to bring in a replacement. It's with a heavy heart that I say farewell to Ivan Toney.
Bye, have a great time.
We did, of course, then have to replace him because we couldn't go into the season with just one striker who's 77 overall. As good as he's doing in these highlights, Chris Ramos, we did need someone else to really lead the line, and we've spent £50 million on someone, so it's going to be hopefully fairly decent. We'll see him today as well, so fingers crossed. Anyway, who is it? Born on the 3rd of July 2001 in Brooklyn in the United States. According to his Wikipedia, he is known for his pace, technique, his ability to use both feet. He can play up top, left wing, or in behind the striker. He's like a second striker, I guess. Martin Keown compared him to Ian Wright. He's a USA international. It is Folarin Balogun. I've decided to sign players that I struggle to pronounce the names of. We've signed Anatoly Trubin, I think that's how you say it. Robin Lenormand, don't know if I'm getting that right. I'm saying it with a bit of a lilt, a little bit of a, a little bit in my voice, you know what I mean? Who else we signed? Pedro Neto, that one's fine. Kaoru Matoma, don't know if I'm getting that right. Folarin Balogun. I'll just call him Balogun, and I'm just going to call Matoma, and Trubin, because it's not going well. Anyway, I'm pretty keen on him. He's very quick. He can jump. He can run. He can apparently use both feet. He can do it off the left, up top. He can do the lot. He had a great season with Reims. Not as good this season with Monaco after his big move, but 2 years down the track, he's 84 overall. He's an absolute gun. Formerly gunner. Hopefully he fills Tony's boots somewhat. Let's hope. Back to the highlights then. 2 more games to go before our feature game today, and they are against Everton and Burnley. The first one being Everton away at Goodison. It is that boy, far out, I can't say his name, Folarin? Man, I need to be able to say this. Balogun. Basically, this highlight starts, and he's, 26, 27 yards out, takes a touch and has a go. Pickford doesn't get there because he's only got little arms, so 1-0, and that's how it finishes. That's 4 wins in a row in the Premier League, only conceding 1 goal. Yes, 3 of them are 1-0 wins, but I need to keep the season close. I need to keep it realistic, because otherwise, if I was actually playing every game, 1, God knows I don't have the time for that. 2, we'd have probably scored 28 goals by now, apparently. Going by the last 2 videos, we'd have scored 28. I'm not going to do that. Anyway. On to the last game. It is at home against Burnley, and it's a big 4-0 win, and it involves a couple of first-time goal scorers. The first one being that boy Matoma from the penalty spot. Nothing really too interesting about it, just thumps it down the middle and it goes in. Not too much else to say about it. The next one is a Pedro Neto stunning volley, one of those big long crosses over the top. You don't know how he's onside, but he is. And it's Van Basten-esque, the big volley over the keeper. I mean, with his weak foot as well, it's pretty spectacular. We then get one through Damsgaard, which it's a nice ball across from Jensen, I believe, and then well taken, on his left foot, controlled well by Damsgaard, and then the finish into the top corner. Unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. That's 3-0. It's then 4-0 thanks to that boy again, Chris Ramos. This time, again, one of those big long crosses across the field that, none of their defenders are anywhere near anyone, and he takes a touch, and then, it's all very awkward. He takes a weird touch, that finishes it. It goes in, that's all I care about, so I don't really care. It's a 4-0 win. That leaves us top of the Premier League after 5 games. We're the only team with a 100% record. We are 5 from 5, 15 points, only 9 goals scored, which is probably fine. I don't know. Let me know what you reckon. If you want me to somehow make more goals happen, or you think of another way that this should work, not just doing the play highlights feature, let me know. Let me know down below. Then, we're on to the Champions League. Our group is Juventus, Eintracht Frankfurt, and whoever Lask is. I can't remember who that is. I've got to be honest. I want to say that they're Austrian, I think. I don't even know what Lask stands for. I think it stands for something. I don't think they're just called Lask. Don't really know. I do know, though, that we're about to head to Turin, to the Allianz Arena, to take on Juventus. Let's check out our lineup. And that lineup is basically our first 11, with the only notable exception being I'm giving Mitoma a go. I just want to see how he plays in the game, and that's about it. Lineup is Trubin in goals at 83 overall, then Gertrude, Collins, Lenormand and Maatsen across the back line. Thuram and Guendouzi in holding midfield, of course. Mbeumo on the right, Mitoma on the left, Shirky in behind, Balogun. Let's get it done, son. Let's see how we get on.
It's showtime.
All right, after a quick sneeze break, when I had actually started the game, but decided that I needed to do about 6 sneezes. We're back. We're on here. Away at the Allianz, our first experience of Champions League football. Excuse me? Who was that? Is that Christensen? That was extreme, mate. Welcome to the league moment, am I right? I don't know. It's probably not even a welcome to the league. I don't know if Shirky's played in the Champions League before. Probably. I don't know. Allegri's pissed, though. The only thing about replacing Loriente is that I don't have his free kick taking. So I'm just going to have a go with Mitoma and see what happens. It's absolutely way too far out for it. I think I personally could have done better. I haven't played football in probably a decade now. Club organised football, I think I could have done better. Balogun back to Mbeumo, straight at the keeper. That was a good little move. I like to see them interacting early, nice there. And it was on his better foot. Maybe he should have done better with it. But, good start. And, even here now with the ball, won it back very easily and very early, easy, high up. Thuram from range. Not what he's there for, is it? That's not his forte. I do wish one of my holding midfielders could bang in absolute rockets from range. I have to accept limitations sometimes. They're both absolutely guns at holding midfield and, have been stunning so far in their roles. Without them, we weren't winning no bloody... Oh, God. What did we win? The Super Cup and the whatever. Europa League. That was meant to go even a little bit further. Shirky nearly on the press there. Well done, Maatsen. Needed to get that foot in, otherwise they were possibly away. Positive start though, and pretty happy. What formation are they playing? Because Mikel Merino's spending a lot of time out on the right-hand side. I don't think that's... I hope that's not the intention. Because that's not what he's there for, is it? Is that Salamakers through them? It's Griezmann. Oh, wait. Why did I say Salamak? Why would it be Salamakers? It's Griezmann for some reason. Big save out of Trubin there. And it's a corner for old mate to take. I don't want to try and say his name either. I panicked. I absolutely panicked and just lobbed the ball forward. Saigonov, I think is how you say that. And you also say 1-0 to Juventus. It is Dusan Vlahovic, who's up to about 8. It is Dusan Vlahovic. He looked weird for a second there. He's up to about 88 overall, which seems extreme. He's just no one's anywhere near him, and he's just run through. Trubin's done the old goalkeeper limbo, apparently. Shouldn't be getting beaten at his near post like that, but that's, who am I to say? let's focus. Let's clutch up here. Maatsen can play across. It also, I've been doing a lot of yard work this weekend, and I feel like that it's all I can smell. Like I put out some, after, you know, doing some stuff, put out some, chill! Bloody relax. They are no holds barred. Alright, we'll cross it in with Mbeumo towards Turan. Oh, damn it. And now they're away. Why do we have no players like at the edge of the box? Yeah, there you go. Little bit of revenge. I mean, it was not on the right person, but a bit of revenge from Mbeumo. He got thumped a minute ago. He does the thumping now. And Guendouzi should win that. But this game is absolutely terrible. Why is Mikel Merino playing on the right-hand side now, running through for them? It makes absolutely no sense. Jeebus, this video game might have a chance here after a good tackle from Thuram. But Balogun, who is, it's a different kind of striker to Ivan Toney. I'll admit, we've dropped a couple of inches and years in age. But, you know, absolute quality still. He's got great jumping. I think his jumping was like 88 or something like that. So he's a very good athlete. So I think that will probably make up for the height. Oh, Maatsen to Balogun, blocked. And they clear it. It was not who I intended the initial pass for. How does Lenormand not win that? Bizarre. All right, so after our initial perceived dominance, I'll say, what I personally saw is coming out of the blocks well. Juventus have showed their class and started to take a hold of the game, limiting us a lot. But here we go, Mbeumo. How does he not just put a foot out on that? Oh my god. And why does that go to... Oh, Guendouzi to Shirky. See, their goalkeeper can save those. Their goalkeeper, when he comes out and does that stupid save attempt where they're limboing the ball, their goalkeeper's great at it. But your goalkeeper... Their goalkeeper ducks the damn ball. Makes no sense at all. I think they're overrunning us in midfield. They might have an... They don't have an extra midfielder. They have an extra forward, if anything, but then perhaps Griezmann, you know, being able to drop a little bit deeper is creating that extra body in midfield, and it's just... It's not going well for us, I gotta say. Them in possession, not going well for us. That's a good tackle by Thuram on Chiesa, it was. Now Mbeumo has a chance to run beyond Diallo, and he'll look for someone. Mitoma at the back stick. It wasn't meant for him. I was trying more for sort of in between their centre backs for Balogun. Oh, very late there. Almost half time. We haven't been able to claw it back, but we have created things, and I think in the second half, if I'm a bit calmer, and that'll be half time. If I'm a bit calmer and we take those chances that we've created, I think we're in the money here. We can do this. It is weird to have not scored. After 7 goals and then 6 goals in the last 2 videos, it is weird to have not scored. We got this though. All right, second half. Why is Maatsen not running? I want Maatsen to run. Maatsen... See, when we get into spaces like this, we're good. Because they're leaving two bodies forward. And we look good. Here's Shirky in the box. Couldn't really cut it back for anyone. And Griezmann with a little reverse there is just apparently unplayable. Good tackle by Maatsen on Saiganov. I'm going to say Saiganov. Mitoma cuts inside. Go on, Karu. Ah! Horrid. Not good. Not good at all. I don't know what I was trying for, but it wasn't that. That was never going to be. It was never... Whatever. Anyway, while I'm here, while I'm just, you know, trying to get back into this, obviously my videos have always had this little border around the outside with my little Dylan on the ball cute logo thing in front of my face. This thing. Let me know what you reckon. Should I get rid of it? I mean, it's not interesting behind there. I can tell you that. That's why I cover it, because it's like a part of a desk. Or Shirky. Balogun! What run is that? Where is he running? He's running into the defender. Run away from him. If he runs at the angle there, if he runs across, towards the, near corner flag almost, there's no chance Christensen catches him. But because he runs at him, we get screwed. Oh my days. It was a good chance as well. It was a good break. Now Juventus coming forward with the Ukrainian or Russian bloke or whatever he is. I don't know. I just know I don't know how to pronounce his name. Back to Trubin, who's had his first faux pas in a video. I think last video I couldn't really blame him for the goal we conceded. This time I'm not happy with it. Gertruda back to Thuram. Shirky has found a lot of room. I'm beginning to not be fond of our wingers cutting inside so much. Shirky from outside the box over the bar. Because I just think it limits us a bit. Like it clogs things up in the middle. And sort of, yeah. Let's do that sub. Let's bring on Loriente for the last half hour. Mitoma, couple of decent moments. Didn't get the job done at the end of the day, but, and that's, that's fine. I can't blame this situation on anyone. Balogun loses it. Great. Thuram to Guendouzi. Loriente waiting for the overlap of Maatsen. Oh, Mbeumo, 1-1. Get in. It is 1-1. I wasn't too sure who I was aiming at. I also was trying to go and pick up the ball, but that's fine. I wasn't too sure who I was aiming at. I just sort of waited for the defender to pass across so that I could cut it back with the cross. You'll see what I mean. Like, the defender is closing him down. I waited for him to get closer to the byline so that I could cut it back behind him. And it's worked out that it's fallen to Mbeumo, diving header in front of Chiesa into the bacon net, really. 1-1. Good stuff. What I was meaning about the wingers being too narrow, I think this goal is a good example of what I would prefer from them. Like you can see here, Loriente, he's got Saigonov, who's actually the right midfielder, on him. I want him to be that wide to create that overlap. Because then when I think I press, what is it? When I press right bumper, you'll see he starts to come to the ball. So he's now got this pocket of space. Saigonov then has to make a call because Balogun is on the centre-back that's here. Maatsen's pissing down the line. Saigonov doesn't stay with him, so we get this overlap. So I think, I want my wingers wider. So I don't know if I'll have to change a tactic or something like that, but we'll see. Right, we're back in it. We've got to stay this way, though. Is Chiesa coming forward? Gertruda doesn't win the ball in the tackle. Griezmann has been just trouble all day. Haven't been able to get near him. Saigonov gets it off to whoever Palacios is. Thuram wins it. Doesn't really move away from the defenders well, but he manages... Oh, well, I guess attackers. But eventually gets it to Loriente, who can find that overlap again through Maatsen. Oh, I didn't realise that Mbeumo was so free. I was looking more at Balogun for the cross. Why is Loriente over here now? Don't love that. Don't have anyone to pass to either. We'll go for Guendouzi back to Thuram. Loses it. Oh dear. Now look how high up we were. That is crazy town. Like, I understand that we press, but why are our centre backs doing the pressing? Oh my days. Marino into the box. Up against Maatsen. We can't tackle him. Saigonov. Back to Marino. To Palacios. Back to Locatelli. We can't get it. We eventually do get a foot in. Balogun on the ball. I can't get around. Bremer has been just brilliant. Bremer has had our number all damn day. 80 minutes about to hit. My second coffee has absolutely hit me. And I think you know what I mean by that. Balogun to Shirky. Gets away from Bremer, but then can't keep hold of the ball. Oh, manages to skip out Bremer. That was Smart going back to the goalkeeper there. Guendouzi has been rubbish today. I feel like Thuram has been absolutely everywhere in the base, oh my god, of our midfield. And Guendouzi's done absolute bugger all, I think. Oh, thank God Nathan Collins stuck out that trailing leg. 83rd minute. Looking to break here through Mbeumo. Jallo catches him. Now Balogun. Back to Mbeumo. Into the box. Gertruda. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, I biffed that, didn't I? Oh, Jesus, the press was almost perfect there. Don't quite win it though. And now they're breaking through Chiesa. Collins does very... Excuse me? I thought he did very well. He used his body well, got across. Didn't actually impede the guy. Just ran into him. Vlahovic taking the free kick for some reason. Headed away by... was that Thuram? One by Mbeumo, to Balogun, who should have the legs to get beyond Christensen. And find Loriente, who can find Mbeumo. Get in there, get in there. It is a 90th minute goal for Brian Mbeumo. Get in there, son. Absolutely stunning counter-attack through Balogun, through to Loriente. We play it onto Mbeumo, who gets both goals for us here at the Allianz. And it is 2-1 in the 90th minute. That is sensational. Balogun down the right, draws out the defender. Loriente on the spin does well. Almost thought I had overplayed it. Maybe I should have hit it with Loriente, but at the end of the day, Mbeumo gets the job done, and it is 2-1 in the 90th minute. Oh my days. That is sensational. All right. Oh my days. And now we just got to hold on. What a comeback. What a comeback. Away in the Champions League. Not at, just any club. It's at Juventus, and a very good Juventus side, with Griezmann, with Locatelli, Chiesa, an 88, as I said, overall. Vlahovic. Can't get it done, but we do. It is a 2-1 win for our Brentford side. Absolutely sensational.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
Oh my days. So, we get it done. 3 points in our Champions League debut. Thanks to Brian Mbeumo. Thanks to the lads up front getting the job done. And what a perfect start. Perfect start to the season. 5 wins out of 5 in the Prem. 1 out of 1 in the Champions League. And happy days. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's video. Let me know what you thought about the transfers, the tactics, the this thing under that says my logo thing. Let me know what you reckon. Should we get rid of it and just show I think it just shows the books if it's not there. Let me know what you reckon. Anyway, that'll do us. Subscribe, like, comment, all the things. Cheers. Peace.